The first day of school always made Ion nervous. Even more so today, it was his first day at Lincoln Middle School, a small town school where everyone already seemed to know everyone else. His skin was darker, his name unfamiliar, his lunch filled with spices that didn't smell like the sandwiches and apples around him. He sat in the corner of the cafeteria, unwrapping his mother's homemade roti and chicken curry while trying to look invisible. But silence has a weight, and even though no one said anything, he could feel the whispers curling behind cupped hands. A girl wrinkled her nose. Someone muttered, "What is that smell?" Ion tried to hide the food and stared down at his tray. It was only his first week, but it already felt like a year. Then came the moment that changed everything. It was during science class. Mrs. Keller, the teacher, had arranged the seats alphabetically. Ion was assigned the seat beside Jackson Miller, the most popular boy in 7th grade. Blonde hair, soccer star, always surrounded by friends. Ion braced himself for the worst. When he sat down, Jackson gave a half smile and said, "Hey, I'm Jackson." Ion nodded. "Ion." There was an awkward pause. Then Jackson glanced over at Ion's notebook and said, "Whoa, did you draw that?" Ion had been doodling a spaceship powered by sunflowers. It was bursting with color. Jackson looked impressed. "That's awesome." Ion blinked. "Thanks." The next day, Jackson asked to borrow a pencil. The day after that, he asked Ion to explain a tricky part of the lab assignment. They started talking. It was slow, cautious at first, but honest. And soon, it wasn't just science class. Jackson started sitting with Ion during lunch. He asked about the food. Ion explained what biryani was. Jackson took a bite and said, "Dude, this is better than cafeteria pizza." Whispers began again. But this time, they weren't about Ion. They were about Jackson. "Why are you hanging out with him?" "You're friends with the curry kid now?" Jackson looked at them and said something Ion would never forget. "You ever actually talk to him? You should. You might learn something cool." From that point on, things shifted. Not overnight, but noticeably. Other kids started talking to Ion. They discovered he was not only good at art, but amazing at coding too. When the school launched a robotics club, Ion was the natural choice to lead it. Jackson joined too. They built a robot that could dance and tell jokes, and won second place at the regional competition. At the awards assembly, Jackson asked Ion to come up and speak with him. In front of the whole school, he said, "Ion didn't just build the robot. He built the whole program. We wouldn't be here without him." There was thunderous applause. Ion looked around and saw faces smiling, nodding, the same ones that used to turn away. He wasn't just seen. He was valued. That day, Ion walked through the halls like he belonged, because he finally did. And the seat beside Jackson, it was no longer a space filled with fear. It was a symbol of what can happen when someone dares to reach across the line. One conversation, one question, one shared pencil. That's all it took. If Ion and Jackson's story moved you, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to be reminded that every small act of kindness makes a difference. Let's create a world where no one eats alone. Your voice matters. Thank you for watching.